Hey, my fellow wanderers and saga enthusiasts. Welcome to Mood Story, the channel that takes you on an unforgettable journey through the highs and lows of epic tales. I'm your host, Med, and today we're diving headfirst into the untamed world of Vikings. We've got a saga for you that's wild, unpredictable, and as thrilling as a lightning storm over the fjords. It's a tale of conquest, betrayal, and the indomitable spirit of the Lothbrok family. So, buckle up, because we're about to set sail on an adventure that will leave you on the edge of your seat. We're delving into a world where longships cut through the North Sea like arrows, where mead halls echo with the clash of swords, and where the legacy of the Lothbrok family unfolds like an intricate tapestry. Yet before we embark on this epic journey, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and get ready to ride the winds of Norse lore with Mood Story. Now, let the saga begin. Ragnar Lothbrok, a farmer with a heart pulsating with the rhythm of adventure, craves more than the familiar furrows of his fields. Beneath the Norse skies, a yearning stirs within him, whispering tales of uncharted lands lying beyond the horizon. With the winds of destiny billowing his sail, Ragnar embarks on a daring journey, defying the shackles of tradition that bind his Viking brethren. His longship dances on the unpredictable waves, a vessel of dreams cutting through the sea's ancient melody. England, a land draped in mist and mystery, becomes the canvas upon which Ragnar paints his legend. The clash of swords echoes in the valleys, a percussive symphony of conquest. Ragnar's eyes gleam with the fire of a pioneer, and his name reverberates through the fjords, carried by the wind like a haunting refrain. As Ragnar rises to prominence, the Norse gods themselves seem to compose an epic ballad in his honor. Yet his ascent is not without discord. Earl Haroldson, a guardian of tradition, stands as an opposing chord, casting shadows over Ragnar's aspirations. Their clash becomes a thunderous crescendo, shaking the very foundations of their world. In the crucible of conflict, Ragnar's iron will shapes not only his fate, but the destiny of his people. Lagertha, a shield maiden whose loyalty is a fierce anthem, stands by his side. Together, they navigate the tumultuous seas of power, love, and betrayal, leaving footprints on the sands of time. Ragnar's saga, a melodic tapestry woven with threads of exploration, ambition, and the clash of cultures, resonates across the ages. His journey is a rhythmic dance with destiny, each step a beat in the heart of a Viking legend that echoes through eternity. Ragnar, a tempest on the prow of destiny, rides the cresting waves of success as his long ships cut through the North Sea like arrows of fate. His raids on the shores of England become a thunderous percussion, each clash of sword and shield composing a triumphant ballad of conquest. News of Ragnar's exploits like wildfire on the wind dances through the mead halls and fjords, painting his name in strokes of renown. A humble farmer transforms into a saga, and his legend spreads like wildfire, reaching the ears of Earl Haroldson, the stern custodian of Norse dominion. Haroldson, a towering figure draped in the mantle of authority, casts his gaze upon Ragnar. The rhythm of power shifts, and the clash of ambitions becomes the melody that resonates through the hallowed halls of leadership. Ragnar's fame is both a laurel and a gauntlet, drawing the watchful eye of a ruler reluctant to relinquish his dominion. The stage is set for a confrontation, a duel of wills that echoes across the fjords. Ragnar, with the winds of victory at his back, stands poised against Haraldsson's entrenched might. The rhythm intensifies, each heartbeat a drumbeat heralding the clash of these titans. In the crucible of this power struggle, Ragnar's mettle is tested like a blade in the forge. The saga unfolds in the tension between tradition and ambition as the symphony of war drums builds to a crescendo. Ragnar's successful raids, a sonorous prelude, now summon the storm of change, and the tale of his confrontation with Earl Haroldson becomes an enduring refrain in the sagas of the North. Ragnar's ambitions, a wildfire of yearning, dance in the glow of newfound glory. His raids, like thunderous echoes, reverberate through the Norse realms, painting the tapestry of his ascent with strokes of conquest. Yet amidst the cheers of victory, shadows of discord emerge. Earl Haroldson, a colossus of tradition, stands firm as the guardian of established order. Ragnar's audacity, his insatiable hunger for the uncharted, becomes a discordant note in the symphony of Haroldson's rule. The clash, inevitable as the clash of storm-tossed waves against unyielding cliffs, sets the stage for a power struggle that rattles the very bones of their world. In the mead halls and under the watchful eyes of the gods, Ragnar and Haroldson engage in a subtle dance, a political chess match played on the chessboard of power. Ragnar's charisma, a melody that enchants the hearts of his followers, clashes with Haroldson's authoritative drumbeat, each vying for dominance in the orchestration of leadership. The tension crescendos, a building wave that crashes upon the shores of destiny. Ragnar, the upstart challenger, and Haroldson, the stalwart defender, stand face to face. The air crackles with the energy of an impending storm, and the clash of their wills becomes an anthem of defiance. The battleground is not only in the physical realm, but in the hearts and minds of those who witness this clash of titans. The personal duel, a ritualistic dance of blades, becomes the zenith of their struggle. It is a duel not just between two warriors, but between the old and the new, tradition and ambition, echoing through the ages as a testament to the tumultuous birth of a Viking legend. Ragnar, a meteor of destiny streaking across the Norse heavens, ascends to the zenith of power. From the humble soil of a farmer, he rises, his journey marked by the drumbeats of conquest and the echoes of ambition. Kattegat, a jewel gleaming in the crown of the north, becomes the seat of his dominion. As the sun dips beneath the horizon, Ragnar stands before his people, the mantle of leadership draped across his shoulders like a regal cloak. The air vibrates with the harmonies of change, and the rhythm of Kattegat's heart aligns with the cadence of his rule. The torch of authority passes, and Ragnar, once an outlier, now stands as the orchestrator of a new era. The mead halls resound with the chorus of feasting, a celebration of Ragnar's ascent. His warriors, once comrades, now subjects, raise their goblets in a toast to their earl. The pulse of Kattegat quickens, an acknowledgement of the shifting tides of power. Lagertha, his steadfast shield maiden, stands by his side, the harmony of their partnership resonating in the very stones of Kattegat. Together they become the architects of a legacy written in the runes of conquest and governance. Ragnar's gaze spans the fjords, his vision stretching beyond the known, fueled by the eternal fire of exploration. Kattegat, under Ragnar's rule, transforms into a crucible where tradition and innovation meld. The rhythm of his leadership becomes a heartbeat, a steady drum that guides the destiny of his people. Ragnar, Earl of Kattegat, a sovereign sculptor shaping the contours of history, leaves an indelible mark on the annals of Viking lore. The Norse winds carry the echoes of steel against steel as the Vikings, relentless as the northern gales, continue their raids upon the shores of England. Their long ships, swift and lethal, cut through the waters like serpents on a path of conquest. The rhythmic clash of swords becomes the anthem of their relentless pursuit, a symphony of chaos composed on the canvas of war. England, a realm rich with spoils and challenges, stands as a crucible for the Viking spirit. Each raid is a stanza in the epic poem of their expansion, a dance with destiny that reverberates through the emerald hills and mist-shrouded valleys. The Vikings, like thunderheads on the horizon, cast shadows that herald both fear and fascination. Amidst the chaos, alliances forged in the fires of necessity emerge. Bonds are woven like the intricate patterns of Nordic tapestries, uniting disparate tribes under the banner of shared ambition. The rhythm of camaraderie intertwines with the discordant notes of conflict, creating a melodic narrative of the Vikings' relentless quest for dominance. Chieftains rise, their names whispered in awe across the fjords as the Vikings adapt to the evolving challenges of their conquest. The rhythm of their raids becomes a complex composition where strategy and brute force dance in a delicate balance. Each alliance, a strategic chord struck on the harp of war, resonates with the pulse of survival and ambition. In the shadow of his brother's ascending Saga, Rollo, a tempest within himself, navigates a tumultuous sea of personal struggles. Bound by blood to Ragnar, yet torn by the currents of his own ambitions, he grapples with the essence of loyalty, a melody that resonates within the chambers of his conflicted heart. Rollo, a warrior in his own right, stands at the crossroads of allegiance and self-discovery. His battles are not only fought on the fields of conquest, but also within the recesses of his soul. The rhythmic clash of conflicting loyalties becomes a haunting refrain, echoing through the silent corridors of his consciousness. As Ragnar's star ascends, casting its radiant glow upon the Norse realms, Rollo finds himself wrestling with shadows. The bond of brotherhood, a sacred oath, tugs at him like a celestial force, while the sirens of personal ambition whisper seductive tunes in his ears. The rhythm of loyalty and self-interest interweaves, creating a tapestry of inner turmoil. The mead halls witness the silent struggle etched on Rollo's visage, a warrior in the throes of his own personal Ragnarok. His loyalty, a hymn he once sang with unwavering devotion, now wavers like a flame flickering in the wind. The discordant notes of his internal battle echo through the corridors of fate. Yet amidst the chaos of conflicting emotions, Rollo remains a beacon of complexity. His dilemmas, like a riddle that only fate can decipher, add depth to the symphony of familial bonds and personal aspirations. The rhythm of his journey becomes a ballad, a soulful composition that explores the intricate dance between loyalty and selfhood. In the end, Rollo's path, a winding melody of self-discovery, leaves an indelible mark on the saga of Vikings. His struggles, a timeless testament to the delicate balance between allegiance and individual destiny, resonate through the ages, a haunting melody in the annals of Norse allure. In the realm of Viking kinship, Ragnar and Lagertha's union, once a harmonious chord, encounters the dissonant notes of challenge. Their marriage, a saga inscribed in the runic stones of love and loyalty, faces the tempests that sweep across the north with the arrival of new characters, each a player in the unfolding drama. Lagertha, a shield maiden of formidable prowess, stands as Ragnar's equal, her spirit a fierce anthem alongside his own. Yet, as the winds of change gust through their lives, the rhythm of their marital bond falters. Intruders, both mortal and emotional, disrupt the equilibrium, casting shadows upon the once unblemished tapestry of their love. New characters emerge, their presence like ripples on the surface of a tranquil fjord. Ambitions, desires, and political machinations intertwine, creating a complex dance that threatens to unravel the threads that bind Ragnar and Lagertha. The rhythm of their relationship, once a steady heartbeat, becomes a symphony of turmoil. The mead hall, witness to their shared victories and silent conversations, now echoes with the strains of discord. Jealousies and insecurities, like malevolent spirits, seep into the cracks of their unity. Lagertha, a steadfast shield maiden, finds herself grappling not only with external threats, but also with the internal tempests that cloud Ragnar's gaze. As the Norse skies darken with the brewing storm, the challenges faced by Ragnar and Lagertha become an allegory for the fragility of love amidst the harsh realities of Viking life. The rhythm of their union, once a melody of passion, encounters the staccato beats of adversity. In the end, the tale of Ragnar and Lagertha's love, weathered by time and trials, adds a poignant refrain to the epic saga of Vikings. Their story, woven with the threads of joy and sorrow, betrayal and forgiveness, becomes a timeless ballad etched on the collective heart of Norse mythology. The Vikings, fueled by the ceaseless fire of exploration, set their longships on a course beyond the familiar horizons. Like predators on the prowl, their gaze fixes upon new lands, and Paris emerges as the jewel gleaming in the distance. The rhythmic pulse of anticipation beats in their collective heart as they embark on a saga of epic battles and strategic maneuvering. The clash of shields and the thunder of war drums become the anthem of their expedition. The Cine, a witness to the dance of longships, reflects the flickering flames of both ambition and conflict. Paris, a city of splendor and fortification, stands as a formidable opponent in the Norse quest for expansion. Epic battles unfold beneath the towering walls of Paris, a spectacle that resonates through the ages. The rhythm of warfare, a symphony of chaos and order, echoes through the cobbled streets and ancient ramparts. The Vikings, like wolves in the heart of a city, unleash their fury upon Paris, leaving an indelible mark on the canvas of conquest. Strategic maneuvering becomes the key, a delicate dance where each move is a note in the grand composition of war. Ragnar, a master tactician, orchestrates the siege with the precision of a maestro conducting a symphony. The rhythm of his leadership guides the ebb and flow of battle, transforming the siege into a saga etched in the stones of Parisian history. The Seine, witness to the clash of cultures, reflects the interplay of destiny and determination. The Vikings, driven by the relentless beat of exploration, leave an imprint on Paris, and the city itself becomes a character in the saga of their conquest. The rhythmic exchange of blows, the ephemerality of victory and defeat, paints a vivid portrait of the Viking spirit in the annals of time. As the longships sail away from the city they sought to conquer, the echoes of their endeavors linger on the winds. The Saga of Paris, a chapter in the epic tale of Viking exploration, becomes a timeless melody, sung by the bards around the hearths of Norse settlements for generations to come. Within the heart of the Norse clans, a shadow creeps, casting doubt upon the very fabric of loyalty and trust. Betrayals, like venomous serpents, slither through the mead halls and longships, testing the resilience of bonds forged in the crucible of conquest. The rhythm of camaraderie falters, replaced by the dissonant notes of internal strife. In the flickering light of the hearth, whispers of treachery weave through the air. Brothers in arms, once bound by oaths as unyielding as the North Star, find themselves entangled in a web of deceit. The rhythm of unity, once a powerful drum that echoed across the fjords, now becomes a haunting beat of suspicion and uncertainty. As alliances fracture and shadows deepen, the internal conflicts resonate like thunder on the horizon. The loyalty of warriors, a sacred trust that once held the clans together, now quivers like a flame in the storm. Ambitions clash, and the tapestry of Viking unity unravels, revealing the raw threads of individual desire and ambition. The mead halls, once alive with the songs of camaraderie, now echo with the silent tensions of mistrust. The very air becomes charged with the electricity of betrayal, testing the mettle of warriors whose blades were once pledged to a common cause. The rhythm of internal strife becomes a drumbeat, a relentless march towards a discordant fate. In the crucible of conflicting loyalties, friendships splinter like a ship against the rocks. The very foundation of Viking brotherhood trembles as trust. A once stalwart pillar crumbles like ancient stone. The saga of betrayal, etched in the blood and sweat of internal conflicts, leaves scars upon the collective soul of the Norse clans. Yet, amidst the turmoil, the Vikings, resilient as the fjords that cradle their homes, face the storms within. The rhythm of internal conflicts, a bitter melody, becomes a part of their legacy, a reminder that even the mightiest warriors must navigate the treacherous waters of trust and loyalty in the unpredictable tapestry of Viking life. From the loins of a legendary Viking, a new saga unfolds as Ragnar's sons, like shoots from an ancient tree, rise to prominence. Bjorn Ironside, a colossus in his own right, leads the charge, his ambitions echoing the thunderous footsteps of his father. The rhythm of destiny, a drumbeat passed through generations, guides their quest to carve individual legacies from the loom of time. Bjorn, a reflection of Ragnar's indomitable spirit, sets sail on his own journey. The longship, a vessel of familial dreams, cuts through the waves with the same hunger for exploration that defined his father's legacy. The Norse skies bear witness to his ascent, a comet streaking across the firmament. As Bjorn's name reverberates through the fjords, other sons, each a distinct note in the symphony of heritage, follow suit. Ubi, Hvitserk, Ivar, and Sigurd, their destinies intertwined yet distinct, emerge as pillars in the evolving saga. The rhythm of brotherhood, a melody sung in the mead halls, becomes the foundation upon which their individual legacies are built. Epic battles, strategic maneuvers, and the clash of ambitions become the verses in the ballad of Ragnar's sons. Each son, a chapter in the evolving epic, seeks to etch his name into the runic stones of history. The rhythm of their exploits, a thunderous percussion, resonates across the Norse realms, a testament to the enduring spirit of the Lothbrok lineage. Bjorn Ironside, with the fire of exploration in his eyes, stands at the forefront. His saga, a continuation of Ragnar's, becomes a force of nature, shaping the very landscape of Viking lore. The mead halls, where tales of Ragnar once echoed, now resound with the exploits of his sons, a harmonious continuation of the epic Norse symphony. In the Norse tapestry of power, the series delves deep into the consequences of tumultuous struggles, where the clash of ambitions echoes like thunder across the fjords. Established leaders, once mighty as the towering oaks, find their roots shaken as new shoots rise, forging their own destinies amidst the chaos. The rhythm of power, an unyielding drumbeat, becomes the pulse that dictates the fates of kings and jarls. The halls of authority, adorned with the trophies of the past, bear witness to the ebb and flow of dominion. As the tides of conflict surge, the established rulers grapple with the encroaching shadows, their once steadfast reigns now threatened by the whispers of insurrection. In the wake of upheaval, new leaders emerge like phoenixes from the ashes. The rhythm of their ascent, a steady march, disrupts the established order. Ambitious minds, fueled by the intoxicating allure of power, orchestrate plots and alliances that redefine the very contours of leadership. The series paints a vivid picture of the metamorphosis within the halls of authority, the fall of established leaders, their crowns tarnished and thrones shattered, becomes a mournful refrain in the saga. The consequences of their decisions, a bittersweet melody, linger like a haunting echo. As the new guard rises, the rhythm of change reverberates through the pages of history, a testament to the unforgiving nature of power in the Viking realms. The series unfolds the intricate dance of power, where alliances are forged in the crucible of necessity and broken by the sword of betrayal. The consequences, a symphony of triumph and tragedy, unfold in the shifting landscapes of leadership. As the old guard yields to the relentless march of time, the series weaves a narrative that explores the perpetual cycle of rise and fall, a timeless rhythm that echoes through the ages. The Norse winds carry the vengeful howls of Ragnar's sons, a tempest born from the ashes of their father's demise. With steel in their hands and fire in their hearts, they embark on a relentless quest for retribution, each step echoing with the rhythmic cadence of revenge. Bjorn Ironside, Ubba Hvitserk, Ivar the Boneless, and Sigurd Snake in the Eye, bound by blood and the collective wounds of loss, form a formidable force. The rhythm of their vengeance, a war drum that reverberates through the fjords, weaves a tapestry of conflict. The mead halls, once alive with familial bonds, now echo with the clashing notes of a fractured dynasty. Within the confines of brotherhood, Alliances strain and bonds splinter. The pursuit of revenge becomes a double-edged sword, testing the resilience of their familial ties. As they confront external foes and internal strife, the rhythm of their unity wavers, a dissonant melody of conflicting loyalties. Rival Viking factions, opportunistic shadows in the wake of Ragnar's demise, emerge as formidable adversaries. The Norse realms become a battleground where vengeance and power intertwine. The rhythmic clash of swords, a symphony of chaos, paints the saga with the blood of both allies and enemies. The series explores the intricate dance of revenge, where the pursuit of justice becomes a relentless march towards the unknown. Loyalties are questioned, and the familial bonds that once held the sons together become fragile threads in the tapestry of conflict. The rhythm of their vengeance, a pulse that quickens with every battle, becomes the heartbeat of a saga written in the blood-soaked sands of Viking history. As the sons of Ragnar carve their path through the north, the series becomes a visceral exploration of the consequences of revenge. The rhythm, relentless and unforgiving, propels the narrative forward, leaving an indelible mark on the annals of Viking lore. In the wake of Ragnar's demise, a seismic wave echoes through the Norse realms, and the great heathen army emerges as an avenging tempest. Sons, unified by the blood of their fallen father, assemble like the gathering storm, their collective purpose beating like a war drum that resounds across the fjords. Bjorn Ironside, Ubbi, Hvitserk, Ivar the Boneless, and Sigurd Snake in the Eye, heirs to the indomitable spirit of Ragnar, become the architects of this formidable force, the rhythm of their grief, transmuted into an unwavering determination, fuels the creation of a juggernaut set to raid England on a scale unseen before. The mead halls, once alive with tales of conquest and exploration, now pulsate with the war cries of the assembling army. The rhythm of their preparations, a synchronized dance of weapons and strategies, becomes the overture to a saga written in the blood-stained soil of vengeance. The sons, driven by a thirst for retribution, set their sights on England, a canvas upon which they intend to paint their wrath. The great heathen army, a manifestation of grief and rage, becomes a relentless force that engulfs the shores of England. The rhythmic clash of steel against steel, the thunderous footsteps of the raiders, and the cacophony of war cries compose a symphony of chaos. The Norse onslaught becomes an indelible chapter in the annals of Viking conquest. As the sons avenge Ragnar's death with each plundered village and conquered fortress, the series captures the inexorable momentum of the great heathen army. England becomes a crucible where destinies collide, and the rhythmic cadence of warfare echoes through history as a testament to the sons' unyielding commitment to their fallen father. The saga unfolds as the great heathen army, a force of retribution and legacy, leaves an enduring mark on the landscape of Viking lore. The rhythm of their conquests, a relentless beat that reverberates through time, becomes a timeless anthem in the collective memory of the Norse realms. In the vast expanse of the Viking world, political intrigue, like a silent serpent, weaves its way through the mead halls and fjords. The rhythm of power, an elusive melody, guides the destinies of chieftains and warriors alike, forging alliances and unraveling loyalties in a dance as intricate as the patterns on a runic tapestry. Personal vendettas, etched in the collective memory of the Norse, add a discordant note to the harmonies of camaraderie. Warriors, driven by the pulse of revenge, embark on quests that echo through the fjords, leaving trails of conflict and blood in their wake. The rhythm of vendettas, a relentless drumbeat, becomes the heartbeat of individual sagas, intertwining with the larger symphony of Viking life. Battles for power, fought with the ferocity of a storm-tossed sea, shape the very landscape of the Norse realms. The mead halls, where decisions echo like thunder, witness the rise and fall of leaders. Chieftains engage in strategic maneuvering, their ambitions like blades honed on the whetstone of politics. The rhythm of power struggles, a ceaseless ebb and flow, leaves an indelible mark on the political topography of the Viking world. The series unfolds as a captivating narrative of the interplay between political intrigue, personal vendettas, and the relentless pursuit of power. The mead halls, where alliances are forged and broken, become the crucible where destinies are molded. The rhythm of the Viking world, a symphony of conflict and ambition, reverberates through the fjords and resonates through the pages of history. In the midst of this tumultuous tapestry, the Norse spirit thrives. The series explores the delicate balance between loyalty and betrayal, love and ambition, and the ever-present pulse of power that beats beneath the surface of Viking life. As the saga unfolds, the rhythm of political intrigue becomes a timeless ballad, sung by the bards around the hearths of Norse settlements for generations to come. In the twilight of the Viking sagas, the series draws its final breath, the echoes of Ragnar's legacy lingering like a haunting melody. The sons, Bjorn Ironside, Ubba, Hvitserk, Ivar the Boneless, and Sigurd Snake in the Eye, step into the forefront of the narrative, their gaze fixed upon the horizon of leadership and loyalty. The mead halls, once vibrant with the tales of their forebears' exploits, now bear witness to the sons' ascent. The rhythm of their leadership, a nuanced dance, weaves through the complexities of ruling a realm forged in the crucible of conquest. The legacy of Ragnar, a shadow and a guiding star, casts its weight upon their shoulders. Internal conflicts, like turbulent currents in the North Sea, test the bonds of brotherhood. The rhythm of loyalty, a symphony that once resonated with unwavering devotion, now faces dissonant notes as individual ambitions and destinies diverge. The sons navigate the treacherous waters, each choosing their path amidst the swirling maelstrom of politics and familial ties. As battles unfold and alliances form and fracture, the sons grapple not only with external threats but with the ghosts of their father's legacy. The rhythm of their leadership becomes an anthem, sung in the mead halls and fjords, a testament to their resilience and the complexities of navigating the shadows cast by a legendary patriarch. The series concludes as the sons, like new constellations in the Norse sky, chart their courses through the fates. Ragnar's legacy, an indomitable force, lives on in the rhythm of their decisions and the pulse of their leadership. As the final saga unfolds, the focus remains on these heirs, bound by blood and the enduring echoes of their father's epic journey. In the ever-expanding saga of the Vikings, new challenges emerge like shadows in the long northern nights. The rhythmic pulse of exploration, a timeless heartbeat in the Norse spirit, propels the longships into uncharted waters, where encounters with historical figures become the verses in a ballad written across the annals of time. As the Norse winds carry the longships to distant shores, the Vikings face the formidable presence of historical figures, and among them, Alfred the Great stands as a beacon of resistance. The rhythm of their clashes, a symphony of strategies and steel, unfolds in the mead halls and battlefields, where the fates of cultures collide. The series, an intricate tapestry woven with threads of conquest and diplomacy, captures the spirit of these encounters. Alfred the Great, a resolute figure in the pages of history, becomes both adversary and ally. The rhythm of alliances, as delicate as the dance of leaves in the autumn breeze, shapes the destiny of Viking aspirations. Within the corridors of power and beneath the vaulted ceilings of mead halls, the Vikings navigate the complexities of diplomacy and warfare. The rhythm of these encounters, a harmonious interplay of cultural clashes and alliances, reverberates through the fjords and emerald hills, leaving imprints on the landscape of Viking lore. As the Vikings face new challenges, the series becomes a canvas upon which the clash of civilizations is painted. The rhythm of their exploration, a pulsating drumbeat, propels them into the orbits of historical figures, adding layers to the ever-evolving saga. Through battles and negotiations, alliances and betrayals, the Vikings leave footprints on the sands of history, entwined with the echoes of encounters with figures like Alfred the Great. In the final strokes of this Norse epic, the encounters with historical figures become an enduring refrain, a testament to the Vikings' indomitable spirit and their willingness to carve their destiny in the crucible of the world. And that, my friends, brings us to the end of another epic tale here on Mood Story. I hope you enjoyed the journey as much as I did. If you're craving more sagas, hit that playlist, and if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and join our community of fellow story enthusiasts. Before we part ways, remember that every saga has its highs and lows, its triumphs and tragedies. Just like life, right? So, embrace the journey, and who knows, maybe you'll find a bit of your own story in the echoes of these Viking sagas. Thanks for sharing this adventure with me on Mood Story. Until next time, may your tales be filled with courage, discovery, and a touch of Viking spirit. Skál!